Hi builders, how are you? This is Vanjol Gishuru here. And first of all, I'm so excited. We started the Wired Builders Mentorship 2026. It kicked off well. And guess what? Good news. We have extended the recruitment. We recruit once a year in the beginning of the year. So we extended it to April the 23rd. That is the deadline. And so if you're interested, if you're still interested, you can sign up. We had the first session on Saturday, and I was talking about building for dominion. Hey, I'm so excited. The ladies are excited. We are just, settling in. But, as I was doing this and we are sharing with people who are interested, one of the things that keeps coming up is people asking, okay, can I pay, one of there are different parts into the mentorship. Very affordable. The first one is the silver, and the silver is 10,000 a year, and they ask for upfront. And the gold, where now you can get one-on-one session with me for an hour every month, is 15,000 a quarter. So, and I ask for upfront. You pay in a quarter, not for the year, but a quarter. So you will hear some ladies saying, "Oh, can I pay, 50? Can I pay 5,000 a month? That is comfortable for me, that I can manage." And it might sound harsh, it might sound, it's too comfortable for you. I'm not looking for builders who want comfort. The reason why I ask for payment upfront, because most people have rarely bet on themselves. Rarely will you spend even 5,000 on your personal development, but you can go to a supermarket right now and spend over 5,000, like nothing. Yeah. But when someone asks you to even give 2,000 for a training, you just think, 3,000, it's a lot. 10,000 only is like, oh my God. And you see what is happening is this. The reason why it feels scary, it feels like you are risking too much, is because you are now becoming uncomfortable. Something is being challenged. And let me tell you what's being challenged: your mindset, something that I call a financial thermostat. There's something like a financial thermostat. Now, how a thermostat works is it is set at a particular temperature. So, what happens is if it is set at a particular temperature and let's say it becomes very cold, it will kick off the heater so that it makes sure it maintains that certain temperature. If it gets way hotter than normal, it kicks off the cooler so that it maintains the same temperature. Now, sometimes, even when the thermostat is there, the because of the weather, it could get really hot, and you might even for a minute forget that the thermostat is there. But give it a few minutes, the thermostat will kick in and it will go back to the default, the setting that was put in that thermostat. The temperature will always be at the setting that was put. That is the role of the thermostat. You have a financial thermostat. There is a limit, there is a certain setting of an amount of money you can handle. And this is programmed in your subconscious mind. For example, you can have a thermostat, a financial thermostat of 10,000 shillings. Even if you get 100,000 shillings, you will find subconsciously, you will find ways of using that money until you go back to your default of 10,000 shillings. And so when you get into a time, because you see, we have desires of growth and consciously we want more, we desire a lot in our spirit, we want this and that, God says this and that, and we start heading towards it. So what happens? We begin to challenge what is in our subconscious, those lies and limitations. So we feel uncomfortable. And that is what personal development does. So a builder will look at it and say, I need this, I need this. And then you look at the amount and you already feel scared and uncomfortable because probably you've never been used 5,000 just for yourself, for your personal development training. But what I tell the women is the reason I ask for the upfront is so that you can feel that pinch. Not maybe some people it's not even a pinch, Of course, there are some 10,000 is nothing, but there are some 10,000 on themselves is like, ouch. You can feel that pinch. But when you finally pay, I can tell you, you break a ceiling. You break a ceiling and you realize, wait, I can spend much more on my personal development. Do you know why? Money follows value. How you spend your money shows what you value. Actually, how you use and manage money, how you attract money, how you manage it speaks a lot about your identity. It speaks a lot about your personal perspective. If you think low of yourself, you'll find that even your financial thermostat is very low. Yeah, the degree is very low because you don't expect to even have that much money. You don't even believe you can handle that much money. And this could come, of course, the financial thermostat is caused or is determined by a lot of things, especially your background, how you saw money used, and all that. And if you attach, for example, if you attach money to pain and stress, of course, subconsciously, you don't want it. So you'll do everything to release it and not to have it. So I want you to think about it and think about your financial thermostat. And if you want to build and grow, I want to challenge you to join the mentorship. Begin to bet on yourself. And I can tell you will succeed. Okay? I want to see you in the room.